Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, for the Sony PlayStation 2. This is one that I have been looking forward to doing for quite some time. As a matter of fact, it was while I watched somebody else play this game, Newfie Bonga, back in November and December of 2019, that I realized I want to play PS2 games for the channel. And so I did. And after a couple of games for the console, Sly 1, Jak and Daxter, Sly 2, Ratchet and Clank, we are now on the 5th game of that PS2 binge that took 6 long months to get through. And while it's not on the same level as Sly 2 overall, this one is still plenty of fun. And I'm going to go ahead and press select to go to the menu and then start a new game. I need to use X, not start. As you can see, I've gotten 100% on this game before. We're going to do it again for the YouTube channel. So let's do it.
This is it, Sly. The gang's assembled and are in position to help you get up to that vault. For the rest of the operation, you are the ball.
Roger, Bentley. I'm starting my approach. Getting over these fortress walls shouldn't be a problem. Look, we're running 5x5 here. Make sure everyone's in sync.
I hear that. Artillery, sure you can make that shot?
I endeavor not to miss.
Excellent. Radio control.
In position.
Recovery team. I'm pumped. Submersibles. Showtime, baby. Telekinetics. All right, it's the crime of the century and the ball's in motion.
So this is an interesting start compared to the first two games. You start at what is basically the end of the game. Spoiler alert, you're going to find out that you started at the end of the game. And the 4 people, the 4 shadows that we just saw, they are people that we are going to meet along the way. So here we are. Oh, so that's how the game tells you to jump. Okay. X lets you jump. Pressing jump again lets you do a double jump. And from here, we can just use the left control stick or the D-pad to move, though I'd much rather use the left stick because PS2. Right analog stick lets you move the camera. You move it a lot faster here than you did in 2, which I...
The wire running off the top of that wrecked truck looks promising.
Thank you, Bentley. The camera moves a little faster compared to the second game, but I don't mind that. I actually kind of welcome it. And you can attack with square. And Y, not Y, but triangle.
To walk on tight ropes. That wire connected to the truck might get you over the fortress wall.
Bentley, stop talking. Triangle lets you do this weird little charge attack. And if you press square while you have your cane reared back like that, you can do a spin attack, which is rather nice. And we can walk on the tightrope. Press X to jump, and then press circle to walk on wires. Thank you, game. Game did it for me. And of course, we can jump off to get over to here.
Take up position for a Yank 86. Oh,
I've got a visual.
Alright, so we just need to get over to where those elephant guys are. Thankfully, we can slide down this rail and get over to here.
the ball has stopped rolling. We've got an obstruction.
I'm on it. First is away.
And just like that, we are past the Elephant Guards.
Rock, prep for timber.
Hiya. How we doing? Well done.
Let her rip, Old Rock. Ball's in position.
A holiday of a battle.
Nice work. The ball's got a track. Over.
And now that we're over here, we just wait for this radio tower to topple, and we can walk on it like we did the rope. Okay. We need to get over to here. And camera angles are making this a little impossible.
All requesting door via Agent Monarch. Over.
Launching. Stand clear.
I've got visual confirmation on the door. Nice shooting.
And with that, we can go down here. And this is where the game tells you you can use square to break things with your cane. Which is nice.
Be advised, ball is nearing the lab. Agent Deep 6, you ready?
Spear gun loaded.
And we need to jump over these or else we're getting shocked. Which would not be my idea of a fun time. We also need to break that too. And we just need to go through here.
Agent Deep 6, deploy!
First is down.
I'm reading both force fields down. Strong work, Deep 6.
Every time.
And now we
How's your
just
wife doing, Richards?
Oh, very well, Dr. M. Thank you for asking. Very thoughtful.
And your son, what's his name, Mike?
Mark, sir. He's well too, yeah?
Shame you won't be seeing them again.
Sir?
Afraid I poisoned your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed the security code from 1, 2, 3 after you installed the new system.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die any second now. Yes, water leaking into the lab. I'm on my way down. Oh, and get a janitor for the lab elevator. Richards got sloppy.
The Cooper vault is just across these wires. I'm en route to your position for the loot haul. Over.
And now we have an explanation for why we are here. Also, whoever it was that was in that elevator, obviously not a very good person. And hey, he still has that little back scratch animation from the first 2 games. Nice. And of course we can see him without his hat too. Alright. So apparently there is a Cooper vault and we need to get to it. And it is here that we learn more about the blue sparkles that we've been seeing throughout the first 2 games and even here as well. Hold down circle to sneak on edges. And then we can just use the left analog stick, move our way to the left while holding circle, and we should be able to get here. And of course it tells us this again once we're on the other side. And this totally reminds me of the last level of the second game. Of course, we run right into the searchlights, and we now need to use
Power down the turret with that security code.
we need to use X and circle to get on the wires, and then we need to press circle here. Now, we have to enter the code 123 to power down security, because the guy who got poisoned never changed it. And of course you're protected the whole time too, which is fun. There's the vault, and we're soon going to have a cutscene.
must be Sly Cooper, the new keeper of the Kaine. Oh, how I long for this.
This vault belongs to the Cooper family. You're trespassing.
No, my naive boy, you're trespassing. I've got the deed to this island. This fortress is mine. Everything here is mine, which now includes the key to the vault and the working.
Sorry, pal. Family heirloom. Buy a knockoff at the gift shop.
Quick, let's regroup with the others. Follow me.
And well, there's Bentley. He's helping us escape. We need to do some wire walking again. And we need to get over here.
Jump for it. This is
And just like on the way up, don't worry about the lasers on the way down. Also, we can hold R1 to run.
this place is flooding. We don't have much time.
We can hold R1 to run just like in the last game.
The tunnel's gonna go. Hurry!
And we need to use that. Well, we don't necessarily have to, but we might as well use it to get over here.
We are almost home free. The boat's just up ahead.
There's no escape, Cooper.
Well, it looks like we have a boss fight at the beginning of the game. And
The Cooper treasure is mine.
spoiler alert, you won't be able to win this.
Getting. It's not working. Save yourself.
If he wants to eat this.
Sly, no! Hold on, Sly. Hold on.
It was like they always say. Your life really does flash before your eyes. There it all was, stretching back to my childhood. Born into a family of master thieves that went back for generations, I was next in line to continue the Cooper name. But fate had different plans. I was robbed of my childhood when a ruthless gang attacked our home. The orphanage I landed in wasn't all bad. It was there that I met my lifelong friends. Bentley, he's always been the thinker. And Murray, he's the doer. We'd stuck together over the years, and our skill, our confidence, and our thieving reputation grew stronger with each heist. We thought that the good times would never end, and that our luck would never run out. Which only made things tougher when the odds finally caught up with us. Then I met this guy, McSweeney, who claimed to have run with my father's crew back in their heyday. They pulled jobs all over the world and amassed quite a collection of priceless items. It was then that McSweeney told me all about the Cooper Vault. It seemed that my father, like all my ancestors, had been hiding their wealth in a secret place for generations, each one adding to the treasure hidden behind a door that, if McSweeney's story is true, only a Cooper can open. Using some well-placed clues provided by McSweeney, we set out for the secret island that held the vault. On arriving, we discovered someone by the name of Dr. M had already set up shop. From the looks of it, he'd been trying to crack the thing for years, growing steadily more frustrated in his failures and more paranoid as the decades rolled by. He built himself a fortress with security as tight as Fort Knox. Getting inside the place would take precision, creativity, and moreover, it would take an army of world-class thieves. Finding and bringing together that much talent won't be easy, but to get inside the Cooper Vault and collect my inheritance, I was willing to pay the price.
And now that we made it past the introduction to the game, we learn how the game is saved. This time it's a picture of the Thieves raccoon as it serves as the save icon. While it is on screen, do not turn off the console and do not remove the memory card. As always. And by pressing square, we get to save right now. And I'm just waiting for this thing to save. So, not a bad game already. Game controls much like the second game, though the graphics are a lot brighter compared to the first two games. And it's not just on a CRT, you could be playing this on a flat screen TV and the colors will also be better on this. And it's definitely going to look that way on this video as well. So, in case you're wondering why everything looks a little more colorful here compared to my past PS2 Let's Plays, it's the game. So, story so far. After we smacked Dr. M twice while fighting that huge behemoth of a monster, whatever that thing was, the battle became a losing one very quickly. We were pretty much doomed to lose that battle from the start. And it becomes obvious that we started at the end of the game. And the rest of the game goes back to how this story actually started. We met some guy named McSweeney who used to work for Sly's dad. He knew where the Cooper family's cache of savings was. All the stuff they had stolen throughout the years and the generations and the ages. Since he's had so many ancestors from like 6 different continents, if the first 2 games are to be believed. And we're now trying to get in there and get everything that the Coopers ever got. Only thing is, this guy named Dr. M has taken residence up on this island, Kaine Island, that we were at the very beginning of the game. He's been trying to get in there. No luck. Only way to get in there was with the Cooper family Kaine, which we had. And apparently this Dr. M guy, who we also met at the beginning of the game, he wants all of that inheritance, all of the Cooper family's treasures and money and what have it, to himself. And we're going to find out the answers to all of the questions that we have. Who were those people who we couldn't see who helped us during the introduction? Who is Dr. M and why does he want the Cooper family inheritance? We're going to be finding all that stuff out and a whole lot more as we go through this game. But it's been over 20 minutes, and before we can start the first chapter, we have to do a training mode. And I have to say that this stage select screen, 2 did it better. This seems a little bare bones compared to the second game. I mean, it kind of does its job, but it's not doing it like the same way the second game did it. Let me go ahead and press start. Let's go ahead and go to options, save the game. Yeah, beginning of the end was the name of the introductory chapter. So yeah, we definitely started at the end of the game, so to speak. And we might as well go ahead and overwrite this and leave the hazard room, which is the training mode, the training area for this game, for the next video. And of course, once we save, we go back to this screen. Interesting. Join me next time where we go to the hazard room and then we head to the first chapter of the game, the first episode. And we get to start this all the way back at the beginning. To quote Slope's Game Room, I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Thankfully, the game stopped short of doing that. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!